Welcome to the Weather Gurus podcast for Sunday, September 10th, 2023 for the U.S., the lower 48. We're looking right now at the SPC's severe weather outlook for the next 3 or 4 days here. And the good news is most of the convective activity in terms of thunderstorms is looking to be the garden variety thunderstorms here with a marginal risk or just a general thunderstorms risk here. But the majority of the bullseye is going to be in the central panhandle of Texas here from Amarillo, Pampa, north of 27 and 40 there, Interstate 40, into the Oklahoma Panhandle and into western Kansas. It's going to be the bullseye there with a slight risk of thunderstorms developing, which is going to be primarily the threat's going to be hail and straight line winds coming through there. And there's a marginal risk surrounding that through the spine of the Rockies up into Cheyenne, Wyoming, and down through the central parts of Texas, say from Midland, Odessa, down through the Red Hills of Texas. Okay, so in the rest of the country, it's just sitting some garden variety thunderstorms on the East Coast, and this is due to that frontal boundary, that stalled frontal boundary, that cold front that's coming through there, and a dip in the jet stream is producing these showers and giving that instability from south to north there. That's going to produce these showers all along the I-95 corridor, all up through the spine of the Appalachia there, and into the central Ohio Valley. The next day is the tornado outlook on is low. It's going to be less than a 2% chance there, of course. And then we look at the other days. Hail outlook is going to be major. Like I said, once again, if you're in Amarillo, Pampa, heading through the Oklahoma Panhandle, Guymon, Oklahoma, and through southwestern Kansas there, that's where you're going to get that hail potential, as noted here with this shaded color. So that's pretty much it for that area. Elsewhere, we're looking at a beautiful day, just cloudy, and like I said, some showers. Now, tropical conditions here. We have Hurricane Lee is downgraded to a Category 2, 110 miles an hour winds. It's encountering some shear, some dry air. It's restructuring here. Now, it's going to continue to go northwestward and then turn north between Bermuda and North Carolina. So the big wave threat's going to be there, of course. Obviously, rip currents. You don't want to be swimming in the water anywhere on the East Coast and stuff like that, or in Bermuda. But it's not going to make a direct impact on the U.S. That's great news. Or the Virgin Islands, or Bahamas, or the Turks and Caicos. So this is great news for everybody. It's just going to be kind of a storm that you're just going to have to stay out of the water if you're swimming and stuff like that. So that's great. It's passing well north of the Leeward Islands. Like I said, hazardous beach conditions, impacts can be felt out of the cone, but most of this is going to be just a wave maker storm for right now, okay? And that may re-strengthen to a Category 3 or 4, but it's going into cooler waters here once it gets north of Bahamas, so the Hurricane Center anticipates it the weekend, and this may be a storm later on in next week for Nova Scotia, Newfoundland area, if the models hold true. Margro is out here. It's a 50-mile-an-hour tropical storm. This is a fish storm. It's not affecting anybody, any land. It's not going to affect anybody. 2 other little waves are coming off. We'll watch them, but they're only given a 30% chance of development in the next 7 days by the Hurricane Center, so we have plenty of time to watch it. And then we still have Jova out here. Jova has weakened significantly from the Category 4 powerhouse it was. Now it's down to a tropical storm with 40 miles an hour winds, moving northwest at 5 miles an hour, not affecting land. Cabo San Lucas, everybody is in the clear, and it just to continue to float out there before dissipating probably in the next couple of days. And there's Jova continuing to make its way on towards the couple 1,000 miles east of Hawaii at this time. Now, as far as the hazards, this is good news as well. We have no major hazards, just the excessive heat warnings in the general areas, the Sonoran deserts of Phoenix, and then the Palm Springs, at the California deserts there, Inland Empire, of course, coming along I-10 there, Indio, Beaumont, down through the Imperial Valley there, excessive heat warnings, which is pretty standard for this time of year for them. Some flood watches now in the West Virginia area, so coming through Charleston, Beckley, Elkins, West Virginia, down through the spine of I-81 there from Charlottesville down through the Southwest Virginia area there. Be careful as some of the rain comes down from the higher terrain of those mountains and hills and hollers down and through the lower terrain there. So be careful for that. Otherwise, no hazards related here from the National Weather Service for the rest of the country. Just a beautiful day that you need to keep aware of. Temperatures will be hot today. 111 degrees in Phoenix, 103 in El Paso, 94 in Lubbock, 84 in Memphis. Humidity is going to be high up on the East Coast. So 81 in Washington is going to feel like 91 in D.C. Same with New York with 79 degrees and thunderstorms. 77 in Boston with some showers as well. But in the middle of the country, in the upper Midwest, things are looking absolutely beautiful. Chicago has perfect weather, 76 Fahrenheit, clear skies, cool weather from that northwest breeze coming out of Canada there as the front has cleared that area. 73 in Minneapolis, beautiful weather there, and also 74 in Minot, North Dakota. And also we have some beautiful weather in Seattle, 80 degrees and partly cloudy. So hot in Florida, steamy down south will continue, but also in the Midwest, showing signs of fall coming through magnificently there. This has been your weather report for September 10th, 2023. Please be sure to subscribe to the Weather Guru for the interpretation of weather news as it happens. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.